Oh, yeah, we got to talk about politics because this election is all elections are
Oh,
important, but this one is pretty important. And so we're going to talk about this man right here is on trial in New York, ladies and gentlemen. Someone who has, for some, been a knight in shining armor, but for most, put in America as the buffoons that some people think we are worldwide. He is on trial for hush money that was campaign money he used to pay off Stormy Daniels. And in the midst of all that, with like 34 indictments for this one case. Now, mind you, he's got three other cases. Okay. He's got three other cases, but he's got 34 something things going on with this. This is what he's been up to, and this is where we're at in the case. Monique Nicole, I'll let you get first dibs after this right here.
Here as well as rapper Chef G. Does everybody know Chef? Where is Chef G? Where is he?
One thing I want to say, they always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
Thank you, fellas.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. That's what I like those teeth. I want to find out where you did. I got to get my teeth like that. I want that to happen
What's
to
next
me.
for Donald Trump? The jury is out for deliberations after a 5-week trial that had all the makings of a melodrama. There was a porn star, a hush money payment, there was a cover-up and political conspiracy. And yet it all boils down to one question. Did Donald Trump falsify business records? The 12 jurors have to reach a unanimous decision to find Trump guilty or not guilty on 34 felony counts for the $130,000 hush money payment to porn star Stormy Daniels just before the 2016 election. If they can't agree, it'll be a hung jury. Trump has pleaded not guilty to all counts, with his legal team saying he had no idea about the payment, claiming he is totally innocent. The prosecution, on the other hand, says Trump directed his personal fixer, Michael Cohen, to make the payment to kill the story about his affair. Cohen testified and had some choice words for the president. Deliberations began today and could last hours, days, or even weeks.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, shoplifegains.com. If you want to support one of the strongest Democrats in the country, my girl Jasmine Crockett, and get your hands on the B to the 6 power, bleach blonde, bad built, butch body.
Sorry.
Among other great shirts in there, Black Lives Matter. The revolution will be televised with her in the front, my man watching the things in the back, and our people in Alabama staring down from that rooftop. Having said that, Monique Nicole, this man went to the Bronx, had a damn rally. We're waiting for the jury to deliberate. And this is how I feel, Monique Nicole. I feel he will be convicted, but guess what? He ain't going to do not one bit of jail time. Okay? Not one bit, because this will be his first offense, which is kind of like hard to believe. Like, after a life of all the dirt bag stuff he's done, he's been able to skate away with it just like Sean Diddy Combs had. Maybe it's a New York thing. I don't know. But they are saying that there could be a chance he could do some time because the judge put a gag order on him 4 times that he violated and didn't do nothing. So there's a chance he could be home confinement or maybe serve 6 months in prison. Either way, having said that, either way, Monique Nicole, do you believe that this jury is going to find him guilty on at least one of these 35 charges? Uh-oh.
That's all that. I'm stuck on the Bronx thing with them 2 goddamn rappers.
Okay, well, talk about that. Talk about that. Go ahead.
Like, forget them white people in that jury. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and I'm not holding my breath for shit. Them Negroes should get their ass. Now, y'all know I don't promote violence.
Yeah, don't promote it.
However, somebody need to get Pookie and them on the phone and roll up. That's all I'm saying. Because what the Black people.
I'm
Black
sorry. I'm sorry.
people.
Oh my
You know,
Lord.
Lamont, why the hell am I? You know what, Lamont? I should not be surprised because was it last year or was it 2022? I had the privilege of attending. This is when Chris Cuomo first launched his new show on whatchamacallit, Lord, I forget the network, whatever it is.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That new network he's on,
The new
News
network.
Nation.
News Nation, thank you, baby. News Nation. I was invited to basically it was like a town hall situation. So you know when you're watching the stuff and you got the people, it's a town hall thing. They ask the audience questions and we do all that. So I had that privilege. And in the room, obviously they wanted diversity. So you had everything. You had Black, white, Hispanic, men, women, young, old, everybody. And I don't know what happened. Maybe I was naive, but that night, when I saw how many Black men in the room were supporting Trump, I was shocked and disgusted. And I just feel like, okay, everybody, when it comes to him, everybody votes for him and likes him for different reasons, right? You got the category of people who are the Make America Great Again. What do we call them? The white
MAGA.
MAGA.
Yeah.
You got them. That's one category. Then you got a category of people who just selfishly and ignorantly feel like they were financially more stable during his term and they're strictly voting him for money and finances and stuff. Like you got different categories of Trump supporters.
Right.
I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me, the Black men, Lamont, maybe you could speak to this. Are the Black men that support Trump, is it mainly for financial reasons? Is it because of his personality? You know, some people feel like he's a straight shooter, whether you like him or not. He's gonna tell you the truth. He's not gonna, dick you around. He's not gonna like BS. I don't know, because I'm trying to figure out what makes Black men attracted to someone like a Trump, who historically has given 2 F's about Black America. Help me.
The best thing I can tell you is this. I can give you data, stats, and inferences. Okay. When I do these political videos, I want people to know I'm not just some Johnny come lately who hasn't served in government or who isn't. I sit on a committee in my town right now as a Democrat who gets along with Republicans who are open-minded. Republicans who see the shitstorm that Donald Trump is and don't need to see it again. So you call them what you want. There are a couple of things going on with Black men, and I definitely got to give it to Moochie, because Bronx is we right in her backyard. The one thing that peeled away Black men in the last election was they didn't want to vote for a white woman. That's one thing that peeled away Black men. That was one, but that's one minor issue.
Right.
Then you had Black men who were in love with the lure that Trump was really rich, and he's not that rich. Like when he took office, he wasn't as rich as he is now. He was one of these people that fucking faked it till you make it, and people fell for that con job shit. You know, people think that because his name is on a building, he owns the building. No, he doesn't always own the building. A lot of times he's leasing his name out, which I guess is still a good thing. But don't be thinking that because his name is on the building, he owns the damn building. So you had men who was duped into the lure that a businessman in office is going to help do a better job for the government. The problem, folks, is the government is not set up to run the same way a business is set up to run. It's two different things. And the other thing I think some people fall into, I hate to say this, because it shouldn't be this way, but religion, Monique Nicole. I hate to bring that into it, but some men view, this hard look at the Bible as men are the head of the household. And if we put a woman as head of the United States, then that equates to the woman being head of the household. And I want to go with the person that is supporting men being the head of the household.
Come on, pause. Forget 2016. Even Biden versus Trump.
Yeah. It still went up. It still went up. But I mean, you could associate that to Biden is saying women should be whatever they want to be. If a woman, if you in your individual household, the woman is better at leading things, which whether men admit it or not, the woman usually takes the lead a lot, most of the time, whether we admit it or not. And you had those men who didn't like that. And then you've got the other issue of the border, which bothers me bad.
Oh, yes, God.
And I guess I shouldn't get historic with the border, because how white America got here in the first place, I have to separate. We're not in that same place today. But having said that, we need to have better things in order so that people can become citizens more efficiently, more quickly, and in a better manner than we leaving their asses at the border. And then we show news of people climbing across fences. And then it used to be cool to blame all the crime in America on Black people, which they still do. But now we love to blame incoming crime on people climbing over these fences and shit like that. Okay, so you had all that, and I basically said all that to say insecure men like to vote for Trump. I can't get no better than that.
Thank you. I want to come to the and whoop they ass. Them two head rappers. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right, Moochie. It was in your backyard.
Your backyard.
Don the Con is a grifter. He's a grifter. This is all. These people have been paying for his legal fees. You give, and he think if you give, and I'm gonna say it. If you give a nigga sneakers and money, they vote for him.
Yeah,
sneakers, money, and chicken. What? That's the most offensive thing that I've ever seen. Them ugly gold sneakers.
Ugly
gold sneakers. And then you got you scrape the bottom of the barrel with these drill rappers that's basically sending young men to prison. So that's a pipeline straight to prison if they listen to that music.
Hello.
Okay?
Right.
So I wrote that down. I was writing while y'all was talking.
Let's go. Let's go, Moochie. Let's go. Let's go.
Drill rappers. This is all a con, y'all. The polls are tied now. They're tied right now. And it's a possibility because they never dealt with this before. He might still go to jail and still be on the ballot.
Right.
And it's people that's crazy enough to vote for him still.
Right.
They don't even know what to do with him if he does go to prison because he has to have Secret Service. So is the Secret Service people going to be in there with him?
Right.
Nobody's thinking about all of this. And
Moochie, it's because they don't care.
He was in court with sunglasses on. I didn't know that was possible. So now they making this all into like a play. Usually, they even instructed Ike Turner and Tina Turner movie to take his doggone sunglasses off when he was in court. So this is just it's just BS. It's just BS. You know, he already fallen asleep in court. They had to wake him up in court to tell him, look, they're about to deliberate. We he's falling asleep in court, farting, making number 2 on himself. What?
Yep.
What? And this is who they want to be in charge. They're the laughing stocks. I always wonder. It was a clip years ago that they had of him, and I said it, but I didn't know I was actually saying the truth. They was laughing. It was a group of other leads of other countries, and it was like talking about Trump and laugh and like it looks like they're laughing, talking about him laughing. I said, Dad, they treating him like he the stink kid in class.
Yeah. He wears a Depends. He wears a Depends whether people know it or not. And here's the thing, y'all. When outside of America, they really don't like us that great because when they think of us, they think of dirty old rednecks. And Trump is the embodiment of that.
And
Like,
that's his whole crew that's voting for it. That's his whole minions. They saying they will actually DIE for him.
Yeah. Like, have we not forgot about January the 6th?
No, have we not forgot about the exonerated 5 that he wanted to have executed?
Thank
and they
you.
Thank you forgetting about all of this, and you're gonna bring up 2 drill rappers that he don't think they even know anything about politics.
Oh, I got dizzy. Hold on.
Lied about how many people actually showed up there. They was taking old footage from when another politician was in New York in the Bronx and acting like he filled out the place. They showed people walking away. So what? I mean, come on. If y'all believe in this country, I don't understand this. And
I'm telling y'all, as somebody who has family in a different country, some of y'all know I have half my family lives in the UK. When I tell y'all the conversations they have about America.
Oh.
Since this mother trucker has been in office, they look at us like some crazy buffoonery. Like they think America is wild. Like when we have pow school shoot, can I say that? Pow-pows?
Yeah, pow-pows.
At the schools
and stuff. They are like, their minds are like boggled because they do not understand how we move here in America and let certain shit go. Like that could them school pow-pows and mass pow-pows that happen here every other week, that could never happen in the UK. There's just so many, and I'm not saying it's perfect over there. Every country has their flaws, trust me.
Yeah.
Ever since Orange Face, he has America's always been an effed up place, but he brought us, because the country, we were on such a high. We have to give credit to Obama. He gave people hope. He gave I'm not saying the man was perfect. I'm not saying
no.
Everything he did, but we as a nation were so like unified and like positive and optimistic and hopeful. And when Trump came in, I just feel like it became a dark cloud. And ever since then, we've just taken 20 steps backwards. And I just want y'all to know, to other countries, America is a shit show.
Well, of course it's gonna be an ish show, because look who they want to put back in office, and they still have the audacity to call this man the president. Since Obama's been out, they never addressed him as the president properly on plenty of occasions. They used to just call him Obama. They didn't address him as president. It was so much disrespect with that. And since when Trump got in office, it was nothing but division after that. He divided this whole country, and he brought the racists out of the woodworks. So now we know who they are. So now we know how to deal with them. So that's the only thing I could see. That's the only thing I could see with that. I mean, other than that, he's a con artist.
Well, all that stuff is true. And a parallel to what Monique said, the biggest difference between the Trump administration and the Obama administration is exactly what Mo said. Obama inspired hope and change. Trump inspires fear, division, angst, and craziness. And we've seen on display how white privilege takes in effect, because when I'm never going to get over January 6th.
Never.
Him inciting these people storming the Capitol. It was over 4,000 people that stormed the Capitol. Why the hell is only 900 of them in jail?
Thank you.
I'm going to always have a problem with that. Always. Why the hell ain't Trump in jail yet when he incited all that and was somewhere partying, and we got that on camera?
And setting up so it don't mess up again with that Project 2025 that I'll talk to y'all about.
Yeah, we got that.
If it goes down again, he could put whoever he want in office. They don't have to be qualified, even though he did that already before. It's just like he can boot somebody. Remember how he was firing people every other week when he was in office? So if we gonna go through all of that all over again?
Oh God. When I tell y'all, I'm be real with y'all. Yes, I'm in therapy. Thank God for therapy. But I'm telling y'all, if he becomes the president again, I'm gonna have to take a minute. I'm gonna have to take a break. Like, y'all check on my mental health. And then y'all have to understand too, I'm in Georgia.
Yeah. So
when all this happened, listen, y'all, I'll make it quick. I've been around white people my entire life. You're talking to someone who was at one point the only Black girl in her class. Okay. So I know how to navigate that world very well. Right. I've been in jobs where I'm the only Black person. I know how to navigate that world. When he went in office, that was the first time I had ever experienced white people being bold with their shit. Ever. I was like, oh, this is what we're doing now. So me being in Georgia, yeah, I'm y'all gonna have to check on my mental if he gets back in there, because when I tell you, I don't know how it is up in New York, I don't know how it is in where you at, Lamont, but yeah.
It's rough here. I mean, my state, the last time my state voted for a Democratic president in North Carolina was the first time Obama got in.
Yeah.
The first time. That your state is actually becoming more purple than mine.
Yeah. More blue, yeah.
More blue, yeah, but well, purple because y'all still really, really red. Y'all mixing.
Oh,
y'all kind of you're mixing and trying to color up a little more, little bit.
Check the private, Lamont.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
I gotta go back and watch.
Just put it in the link because somebody was mentioning that.
I gotta dig it up. Dig it up. Let me see here. Who said it? RC. He was there because he's been following me forever.
I didn't know that then. I gotta see it.
Yeah, basically my man RC, he caught me and Larry and Taylor. Like we went live the day January 6th happened. And boy, when I tell you we was on fire, we was lighting folks up, we was on fire. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get you guys out of here. And I want to say these 2 points, and then we'll go. The most important reason to me why I'm voting Democrat for president, even though I don't care for him that much.
That's how I feel.
The one thing that is destroying this country, that Trump done when he was in office is that fucking Supreme Court.
Oof.
And just this week, we had Justice Sotomayor come out and write something saying that she goes to her office crying every day, knowing that they are powerless to stop what's coming. Powerless to stop what's coming. So if you don't believe in anything else, vote blue so that we can, if there's a possibility, we can balance out that Supreme Court. You have got to do that. Because they done took women's rights away.
Yeah.
And I remember people were saying they would never do that. The 3 people Trump put in that Supreme Court got up there before that committee and basically lied and said that that's not something they would do because it was already law. And what the hell they get in there and do?
They do. Yeah.
They fucked it up.
It's disgusting.
And then we've got all these voting district issues coming. We've got something with Medicare. I mean, folks, if you don't want to vote for Biden, I get it. But if you want to vote for democracy and to try to save this republic so that we don't go so far right that it's nothing but the rich versus the fucking everybody else.
Everybody else, yeah.
You've got to vote blue just for the Supreme Court. And if you want to know what Biden has done since he's been in office, not just for America, but to shore up white folks. Let me give you a list that you can take to your friends. First and foremost, as I'm talking about it, judicial appointments and voting. President Biden nominated 25 black judges to the federal, including the first black woman to the Supreme Court, Ketanji Brown. Keep that in mind. Economic investments. His administration has made historic investments in black entrepreneurship and ownership. For instance, through the state small business credit initiative, $10 billion was invested to expand the capital, including significant allocations to underserved businesses. And I know, let me pull this down real quick, because some people are saying, well, how does that help me? I'm not in business. Put yourself in position to be business. If you are a YouTuber, you're in business. You can get some money. If you have a Shopify store, you're in business. You can get some money. Go talk to your local SBA officer and see what you can get, y'all. Come on now, let me help you out. Then what else did he do? Education at HBCUs. If y'all recall, Trump was about to shut down some HBCUs. What did Biden do? Biden has approved significant debt cancellation because Trump was not going to give them folks money. He was going to let their ass shut down, and increase funding for education, particularly benefiting historically black colleges and universities, with over $7 billion allocated in funds. Okay, people, this is shit you take back and you tell your people you've seen on this channel. Because I'm giving you the education. I'm citing you the sources. You can see all this stuff yourself. This is not stuff I'm just pulling out the woodwork here.
Right.
And the last 2 points that Biden did to help us out: healthcare and maternal access. The administration has approved healthcare access for black families, notably through the Affordable Care Act, and has invested in a maternal health addressing disparities that disproportionately affect black women. I got to stop and say something about that too. If you did not know, oftentimes black women go to the hospital and complain about pain and don't get no help. This happens all the time. And when they are pregnant, giving birth, the rate in which they die or the child dies is the highest among any other group in America.
The rate with C-sections too are high.
Right.
And they seem like they intentionally do that. But, that's just me talking.
No, that's
right.
Hey, that's not just you talking.
So that's more facts Biden has done for black people. Housing and community support. The Biden administration has initiated several programs to combat housing discrimination and support home ownership among blacks. This includes the first ever national infrastructure to prevent evictions and new rules to further fair housing practices. If you don't know what fair housing practices is, it's the complete opposite of what Donald Trump and his dad did to black people in New York. Simple as that. Simple as that. Having said all those things, you want to support black and democracy, go to shoplifegains.com. Get that Jasmine Crockett B to the 6 power shirt, or you can go get one of these Black Lives Matter shirts, or you can go get this one right here that says "The Revolution Will Be Televised" with Jasmine Crockett on the cover.